YouTube predictions that we do side by side with the live chart of the S&P 500. So this, obviously, this is that fast sudden move in the last hour of trading. It's pretty clear. My high correlator was off by about 10 minutes. You know, I mean, definitely saw this decline through a diagonal trend line. So here's a fast sudden move higher, marking the end of a rally along a diagonal trend line. We break down through it with increasing volatility, maybe not so much there, but we did break down through it, and now we're in that fast sudden move to the upside in the last hour. There's a reversal. Looks like we may have already hit that reversal, but there's a reversal off of that fast sudden move higher. Yeah, matter of fact, it looks like likely 343. What is that? 343. Yeah, it looks like we probably hit that reversal of the fortune card in the last. We have it in the closed position, so it's close enough that I would say that that's probably the reversal we hit. And so we should see, is this selling from near overbought territory on the RSI into the post market? Yeah, so I definitely missed my opportunity earlier today to sell the call that I bought earlier for a day trade, but it's okay because I do see this Ace of Wands card in the Ace of Wands card in the sneak preview card for July, July 1st. You've already, guys, if you've signed up on our website for the free mailing list on tarotfortraders.com, and you already know what July is going to look like for the S&P 500, you know for some time now. But we have another unicursal hexagram on the first, guys, and a notable peak on the breaking of a rally with a notable sharp decline through an important price level. That's correlated right there to the sneak preview card. I'm basically on both sides of the market right now. I got 383 calls. They expire in 5 days. I don't really like that, but I was planning on selling them today. I missed that opportunity though, so I'm looking for the next one. I may get out of them in the morning, we'll see. But I'm also with 368 puts. They're a bit out of money, but I'm not looking for them to actually like appreciate into the money necessarily. I'm just looking for them to appreciate, and then I'm selling out of those likely tomorrow. Look at the July overview. The first isn't looking so great, guys. I may not have another opportunity to get out of those. We'll see. I probably do. Let's look. There may be one right here at a resistance level just before the unicursal hexagram tomorrow, like in the early morning we pop higher, likely. An agreement between two leaders highlighted in the pre-market, and then we successfully turn resistance into support right around the open. There's some sideways S behavior where we go from like a resistance to a support, back to that resistance, and then back to that support. It makes like a sideways S pattern. And then there's an important price level highlighted and a trade opportunity highlighted between roughly 10 and 11, and that's where I'll likely get out of the calls that I purchased today. Whether or not they're profitable is another story. Depends on how big of a move there is here. And there is also a notable move around 11 o'clock. like it'll stand out on a 1-day chart. We may go higher, guys, today. We may not have hit that reversal just yet. I'd consider that increasing volatility in that case. But let's see here. Right around the close, there's the reversal, so we're not far. I mean, we're off by like maybe 10 minutes, and then we have selling from near overbought territory on RSI. So it may have already started, it may not have, but it'll be very soon if it hasn't. Depends on if we pass. If we pass this level right here, for those of you on TikTok that just popped on, you can follow along with us on the YouTube channel. We're looking at the live chart right now. So let's say if it passes by like the 378.60-ish today, then it's going to go higher and close, and then reverse around right at the close. But if it doesn't break that level, then we've already seen the reversal, basically. Yeah, see, the sneak preview card is the Ace of Wands. We have the Princess of Wands, which is like almost identical energies as the Ace of Wands. So the princesses and the aces, they're very, very similar in energies. So it's a direct correlator here. It's like in the midst of a rally, there's an opportunity to open up that short position. I'll probably do that. I'll get out of the calls, like I said, probably around like 11, maybe a little sooner than 11. It depends on when we hit that resistance level and start moving sideways, which we will see. That'll be the trade opportunity there. It's after a notable move to the upside. I think probably takes place right around 11 o'clock. So that's where I'm at, guys. We dropped a bunch of stuff on July, out for July today, or I should say last night. We've got a bunch more coming out tonight. I did some additional risk readings as well that weren't on the list I spoke of yesterday. So if you just look out for that stuff online, guys. We're gonna drop the rest of our July work tonight, and then we're moving on to August. We've got a Kickstarter that's coming out probably around the 13th if we can get it in time, because we have actual SO meta analysis web software that we've been developing in the background, utilizing systems that I've used. I basically use like a normal technical chart, and I would do all these things with my own notes. Now there's like actually going to be SO meta indicators on these charts. We've been working on it for quite some time, about a year and a half. We've been working on this, so we'll have a finished prototype really soon this month. And we're looking to do a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter is really gonna be something that will help to excel how fast we're moving as far as our growth. But I will tell you guys, looking at the analytics on YouTube, oh my god, guys, like we're kicking butt right now. You guys, I really appreciate it. This is really awesome. I feel a lifetime of work has finally come to a place where it's happening now, Yeah, it's definitely, analytics are pretty crazy. I'm really excited. And then again, we got more stuff coming out. I may be able to hop on. I know I keep saying I'm going to get on live and take some questions, but I've just got all this stuff I've been doing for July. So I may be able to do it tonight. Depends on how much energy I got left, but I am getting kind of worn down from massive amounts of readings. It does take a toll on your energy. You have to recuperate after a certain amount of time. But again, just to reiterate, what I'm planning on doing, guys, tomorrow morning. So I missed the opportunity here. I don't know. I was taking care of shots for Hermes at the shelter where I got them. We needed to get shots. Not a big deal. I didn't have a lot at risk on the side that I wanted to sell, but I was looking to sell a call that I purchased right around here earlier in the day, and I was looking to sell it at the high that I saw happening between 2 and 3. However, it looks like it happened at 150. So I just missed it. I probably should have seen that, but I was distracted. In any case, so there may be another opportunity for me to get out of those for a profit tomorrow morning. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm looking to do that likely around this 10 to 11 o'clock move. There'll be a prominent move on a one-day chart to the upside, and that'll happen like on the end of a period of like sideways movement at resistance. That's an important price level to highlight, and when that move happens, that's when I would likely be getting out of those calls and purchasing, probably doubling down on the puts that I have, and I'd probably get better ones because they're a bit deep out of the money now for me to like really worry about doubling. They could make money, they're not like far off. They're profitable right now. 368 puts expiring on the 11th, so I'm holding those. It's a matter of if I can get out of these 383 calls for profit tomorrow morning, and that's the plan, guys. Again, in the morning we successfully turn resistance into support, and there's like some sideways S formation. We highlight an important resistance price level between roughly 10 and 11, and then off of that resistance price level, there's going to be a move to the upside. That'll be likely the high. That'll be the trade opportunity when we're popping higher, and I'll consider that where that pop moves to. That price level will be the universal hexagram, and I'll be getting out of my calls, my 383 calls at that level when that move happens. They'll likely be profitable because I did get them down here when the S&P was down here, so I mean they're profitable. They're not profitable. The calls aren't profitable now, but they're not far from it. If anybody has any questions for me now, I could answer a few questions now. I'm gonna fill my water, guys. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask anything about July. Alright guys, shoot me with any questions you may have about any stock. Shoot me a ticker, any crypto. I could do a quick reading for you, one card reading. Doesn't need to be an investment. You want to ask a question about anything. I mean, I still read the tarot, you know. It doesn't matter if it's an investment or not, although obviously that's my specialty. Alright, Handy, I see your text. Yes. Yes. That's so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, Henny. Yeah, can you tell that I'm tired? I think probably. I've been trying to, I had a goal to put out a new video every day this the month of June, which I'm not sure if, I didn't do it every day, but I may, at the end of today, have actually accomplished the same number of them. So that's like all of the Julys, the dailies, and then whatever I did for monthlies for July. That all happened this month. I also did some August. We've already started August. That's so cool, man. Was it with the S&P or was it with something else, Annie? What was the 25K with? Was it with the S&P readings, or was it with like one of the other stocks or cryptos? I'm curious. There he is. Yeah, see, we already hit that reversal. And if I don't get that opportunity to sell out of those calls, they were super cheap. They were less than $1.50. You know, and I'll obviously be, if I don't get an opportunity to sell those calls tomorrow like I planned, then it likely is because we moved a lot lower than I expected. In which case, likely that the profit would outweigh the loss of the 150 on the call end. That's, you know, that's the benefit of playing with options, is that you can bet on volatility rather than just one direction. You can bet on a big move, not necessarily knowing which way it's going to go. Although we, for the most part, know, as you guys probably are well aware at this point. It's so crazy. Still today, like, it's crazy to me because I didn't grow up believing this stuff, my friends. I had to like train and develop my mind and recondition my mind to have a different set of beliefs, because I knew something had to be true. I had been given like a window in a near-death experience where it was like there was like this 2-week period where like my third eye was wide open. I was on like this state of flow or the state of grace, depending on, you know, what school you're at how to do that normally. It was just like this window, and it was like then I had to figure out how to change my mentality completely in order to like reconfigure it so that the way that I thought about the world met the new experience that I had, which was an out-of-body experience, basically. Yeah, we're positioned pretty nicely here. Like as soon as the call goes negative, the put goes positive. As soon as the put goes negative, the call goes positive. So as long as we don't just sit on our butts and let the time value depreciate on these out of the money options, we should be good making some money. Probably on both ends if we're nimble. But anyhow, an out of body experience, guys, like it changes your whole perception of reality. You know, and unfortunately, it's like everybody around you doesn't get it, and you're like, it's like, well, you're like misunderstood, but you're operating from the understanding of like, okay, so this is an analogy for you. So like we're all in a fishbowl, right? We can't see that we're in a fishbowl because we're inside of it, right? And then one day somebody comes in and they like scoop you up out of the fishbowl, and they pull you out of the fishbowl, and you're out of the fishbowl just momentarily, but you see that it's not just a fishbowl you're in, but next to it is another fishbowl and another fishbowl and another fishbowl, and so on through infinity. And all of those fishbowls are the same like fishbowl that you've been in, just with a different permutation of the same reality, like a slight variation. And then you get put back in that fishbowl. Like, try explaining that to a world of fish that have yet to comprehend a fourth dimension, a fifth dimension, an infinite dimension. We're just you're seeing like on television now all these multi-dimensional things coming out, these multi-dimensional themes, guys. That's because it's true. I mean, don't be the guy like, yes, now the government is openly admitting that there's UFOs, that there's extraterrestrials among us. This isn't a fable. This isn't like a theory. Like it's widely known now. Like they can't hide it anymore. They came out with it, right? Don't be the guy that's like, oh well, yeah, well we thought there weren't aliens. Now there are aliens. So okay, but you still can't predict the stock market. Who could do that? Don't be that. Just don't be that dude. Don't be that guy. That's all I gotta say. Wake up. Be one of the ones that wakes up. And then you drive which reality you're in. Do you want to be in the reality of the flood? Do you want to be in the reality where we conquer climate change or global warming or whatever you want to say? Which one do you want to be in? When you have a high enough vibration, you get to choose. It's just a matter of the way that you direct your thoughts and the conscious direction of your thoughts. Alright guys, well in any case, I got more spiel like that for you. I'm gonna do a bunch more videos like that on our TikTok. But in any case, I'm gonna hop off because I gotta finish up these July so I can get them done tonight and move on to August. I want to get all the August spreads recorded before I get on the flight to New York. And then New York, we're gonna have some cool content. We're gonna do clairvoyant fishing. It's a technique for basically picking up on trends. The best place to do that, I can't think of a better place to do that than New York City. It's always at the cutting edge, at the forefront of style and trends and all that stuff. Some of the stocks that I picked from clairvoyant fishing were like, here's one, like Lululemon in 2007. I think it was either $8 or $11. I can't remember. It was one of those two. I get the price confused with another one. But I was just walking around New York City and it was so clear to me that Lululemon was onto something because all these places were going out of business and Lululemons were popping up everywhere at the same time. It was so obvious to me. And everything happens for a reason. So when you keep seeing the same thing in front of you, wherever you go, you see the same thing in front of you. Like, pay attention. It's trying to get your attention. That's the universe trying to utilize a symbol to give you a message. That's the language of the universe, symbology, symbolism. So with that said, guys, I'm going to get done.
Tech 100 Futures.
Awesome, man. I'm really glad to hear that. It's so cool, dude. Keep it up. Let me hear about more to come. And appreciate you letting me know, my friend. I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that, my friends. I'll see you guys soon.